Hi, I'm Lynn Bridgeford from the Eighth Bars Clinic and Eighth Bars Yoga, and today in our quick and easy exercise series we're going to be doing a shred workout for the thighs. So we're going to do high intensity interval training mixed with strength, so get those thighs working, get some strength, get some fat loss, get some cardiovascular work. You may need a belt. Join me in a minute. Starting with some strength work for the front of the thighs, the quadriceps. We're pushing down. We can do it one leg and then the other, or we can also do it alternating legs, get that strength working, doing squats, working in the quadriceps, really working them, feel them working as you go down and come back up. Get the strength work in first. I'm going to do some high walks to get the high intensity, so you can do it jogging on the spot, or you can just get it going. Doing it fast, get that leg coming up, you'll feel the thighs working, get the heart rate going, jump if you want, keep going. Heart rate should be going up, working the front of the thighs, the quadriceps, then going slowly, feeling the form. You can use your hand to feel that working, and again going faster, jumping if you want to. Keep the legs moving, focusing on the front of the thighs, the quadriceps. And slowing down. 10 seconds of a low intensity, about 20 seconds of a high intensity. Coming back to the strength work, deep squats, focusing on really using those legs. We're not just going up and down, we're focusing on using the legs. So engage them before you bend and engage them as you push away. We're going to do the strength work for the hamstrings, back of the knee up to the butt, laying down using a belt, and we're going to bring the heel towards the bottom. This is the movement of the hamstring. So we're going to give a little bit of pressure with the belt and pull the legs down towards the bottom. Put your focus in the hamstrings when we're doing strength work as well as stretching. Where we put the focus works. So bring the heels towards the bottom, working those hamstrings for strength. So the movement for the hamstring is lifting up to kick the butt, so we can do that like running, going at a higher speed, either running or just doing it fast on the spot. Kicking towards the bottom, don't worry if you can't actually kick your bottom. Get the speed going, get the hamstrings working. It's easier if you have your feet a little bit apart, easier to balance. Keep that speed going, get that heart rate up. Still kicking the bottom or towards the bottom with the foot, and then going again, either jumping or just going fast. Give that kick. It's just a bit like running on the spot or doing a pseudo run by staying still. And coming up slowly, 10 seconds of low intensity. Get the action of the hamstring, check your form. Coming back to the strength work, laying down, keep a nice straight spine, a little bit of pressure between the feet and the belt, and draw down. Feel the strength, working in those hamstrings. We've got them warmed up with the HIIT, starting with the strength. It's like a HIIT sandwich, and then ending with the strength. If you want to go further, you can. Just feel where you get that work for your hamstrings. So bringing the leg across, so we're working that inner quad. We can do the strength first of all on the one side, and then on the other side, so pushing against it. You can bring the leg down in between, or you can keep it up there. Depends on your balance. Getting that action of working the strength. And we can go one leg jumping, or you can just bring it up Find which level works for you for the high intensity. Coming across the body, so we're working that inner part of the thigh and slowing down. And get your form. And on the other side, bringing that leg up or just doing it standing. Jumping if you want. Keep the intensity, keep the inner part of that quadricep working and slowing down. Get that high intensity and then the low intensity. Check your form. We can also do the strength laying down, bringing the knee across to the other shoulder. So in this plane, pushing against it and relax. Push, push, push and relax. And again, get that strength going in the inner quad. And the other side, bringing the knee across towards the opposite shoulder, keeping your spine nice and straight. Similarly for the outer thigh, I'm going to lift up to the side, going a little bit outwards, working that outer part of the quadricep, pushing and releasing, pushing and releasing, other side, push and release, push, this is a strength part, push, hold on to something if you need to, push, and one more. And we can jump that for the high intensity, or you can just lift up, giving a little bounce, a little lilt in between, lifting that outer thigh up as high or as low as is comfortable. And going slower, get that low intensity after the high intensity, tease the heart rate, get that fat burning. And we're going the other side, all standing just with a little bounce. Gets the same movement, it's just if you want more heart rate and you're able, then you can jump. And low intensity, check your form, get the heart rate back. We can turn the feet out and get a deep squat and bounce a little, pushing the floor away, and be working more of the outer thighs. It's a strength exercise, pushing against the floor. You can push with your arms as well if that works for you. Coming on all fours, we can do the quadricep pushing against the hand. If you've got the balance, activating the quadricep and push and release, push and release. And then we're going to bring the leg up and we're going to go fast. Bring that knee up towards the chest. Get the high intensity going, use your core so you're keeping your spine nice and straight. And slowing down, bring the knee up towards the chest. On the other side, we're going to push and release. It's a little more balanced, I find, to use the opposite arm, but find what works for you. Going to push that leg and release it, push and release. And going for the high intensity, bringing the knee up towards the chest and releasing it. Keep the core working so you're looking after your back. Working that quadricep, lifting it up towards your chest. High intensity, good heart rate. And slow down. Catch your breath. Check your form. Get the heart rate down. Laying on the back with a belt to get the hamstring strength. Engage the belt against the feet and use some resistance as you draw the heels down. Working the strength in the hamstrings, back of the knee, up to the butt. Coming on all fours, kick the bottom with your heel, work the hamstring, keep the knee facing down. It's a muscle that cramps easy, so take care. Hitting the bottom if you can, or just hitting towards the bottom, you'll still be working that hamstring. Keep the core working, keep your spine nice and straight, and then slow down. Give the muscle a rest. Check your form. And the other side. Kick the bottom, we're going at speed, or kick towards the bottom, working that hamstring. Go slower if you need to, find the pace that works for you without creating cramp. Keep that muscle working nicely. And then we're slowing down, doing the same movement, bringing the heel to the bottom and working that hamstring at a lower intensity. On all fours, bringing the leg out to the side, we can push it against the hand. We don't have to lift up far to get some strength work there. You can lift up further if you want. Get that working. Feel the strength, it's an isometric. And then we're going to go fast. So working the outside of the thigh, bringing the leg up to the side, keeping the spine straight. Get that high intensity and keep it at a pace that works for you. Lifting up to the side, working that outer thigh. And then we're slowing down. Take the lower intensity. Catch your heart rate, check your form, catch your breath. And going for strength on the other side, pushing against. Doesn't matter if you don't lift up far, you can even leave the foot down and push the knee up to the side, keeping the knee safe and using the strength in the outer thigh. At speed, lifting up to the side, keeping the spine straight, keeping the core, low back supported, going at a high intensity, working that outer thigh. And slowing down, get the lower intensity, check your form. Turning the toes in a bit and squatting down, keeping the knees over the toes, and we're working the outer thigh more for strength. You can feel it working with your hands. Make sure your knees are okay, have them over the toes, and we're putting focus on pushing away the floor. Get that strength in the outer quads. Laying down on your back to stretch the hamstrings, straight leg, lifting the kneecap and thigh, and you can gently use the belt to draw it down towards you. So we rather go less far and keep the stretch at the back of the leg. If you're more flexible, you can go further. Up here might be enough, so just draw that leg down towards you. Keep the tailbone pressing down into the mat. Relax the back of the thigh. And on the other side, kneecap lifting, so engage the quadricep, relax the hamstrings and draw it down as far as you want, or just enough to get that sweet stretch from the back of the knee to the butt. Remember, what we're stretching relaxes, so we don't want to force anything. Breathe into it and invite the body to let go. If you're up to a deep lunge, we can stretch the quadricep this way. It's a deeper stretch than standing. Bring the heel towards the bottom, keep facing over. And the other side, bringing the heel to the bottom. You can also do this using a belt if you like, and it may be too much for you, in which case we'll do the standing version. Bringing the heel up towards the bottom, lengthening the knee down towards the floor, lengthening in the front of the groin, and heel towards the bottom only as far as you can. Feel that stretch in the quadriceps. And the other side, heel to the bottom, knee down to the floor. Feel the stretch in the front of the thigh. Legs wide apart for a deep lunge, keeping this knee over the toe. We're going to stretch the inner thigh and a little bit of the outer thigh. Leaning forwards, deep stretch, and to the other side. Coming back up. Stepping across to stretch the outer thigh. You can lean forwards as much or as little as you like. Find where you get that stretch. Sometimes staying up stretch is better. Sometimes you might like to lean forwards. Feel what works for you. Stepping across the other side, find the right amount of bend to give you that stretch in the outer thigh. That's just a quick and easy shred workout for the thighs. Keep safe, enjoy your workouts. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, write in the comments below, and go across to my other channels. I have Instagram, Lynn Bridgeford. I have Facebook channels for the clinic, for the yoga, and interact with me on all the channels, and I would be happy to connect with you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you so much.